Hello everyone, this is Eva and you're watching Israel Startup channel ISUP, and here MultiDine is up. We are with co-founder and CEO of MultiDine, Idan Dadon. Can you introduce us about you and about your MultiDine?
Sure, thanks. Well, MultiDine is a platform for restaurants, a servicing platform that lets you interact with your table surface. You come into a restaurant and you can use your mobile phone to check in using scanning a QR code that is located directly on top of the table. And MultiDine actually offers two ways of interaction. First of all, you can interact with a digital table, meaning that it's a 46-inch table surface for 4 diners that you can really slide the dishes between one another and really experience, everything together. And this is one of the things that MultiDine believes in, is multi-user interaction in a restaurant environment, because that's what we're used to up to now, right? You come into a restaurant, you come with people, and therefore you want to interact and experience everything together with them. And the second thing, in case you don't find or a table like this isn't available, you can always do it with a regular table using your mobile phone. Your mobile phone is synced with the table directly throughout your all dining experience. And then when you go home, or the next time you want to look for a restaurant, we learn your tastes and we learn learn your preferences, so we can help you find restaurants and dishes that fit your taste. So like if you're allergic to peanuts, we will help you find dishes that don't have peanuts in them, or anything other than that, just fitted specifically to you, personal experience.
So I want to ask about the marketing.
One of the easier tasks we have is really the marketing, compared to other companies. And it's primarily because of the table surface. Because there's not a lot of players in the field, people aren't used to it. It's even shocking for them to come to a restaurant and you can spill things on your TV. They just don't get it. It's not natural. So the natural thing that happens is that they go home and they tell tell other people and their friends, and then they would come to try it out. So the word to mouth here is really easy for us. Also PR. It seems as though the media likes this a lot, and we've been covered almost everywhere,
right.
Forbes, Best Techie, Israeli Geek Time, and many more. So we're really lucky to have that. This is been one of our biggest concerns, because when we try to raise money in the beginning, then people would say the hardware is really expensive and you don't want to be a hardware company. So I had to think about maybe to give up the table surface and just go to mobile or tablet like everybody's doing. And it's something that me and our team have decided that we're going to maintain. This has to stay, because this is what makes us first different, and this is what we believe in restaurants. In a restaurant environment, you can't come and take an iPhone and just type things in, because when you come to a restaurant, you come with people and you want to interact with them and you want to experience with them.
Right.
And so this table actually maintains that environment, and we realize that it also increases sales. So if we can prove fast ROI, which we did, then people or restaurants would actually want to invest in this, because they get the money back in real fast, and it improves a lot of things that they can't even measure, like customer engagement, or brand value, the increase of brand value that it creates for them. We just realize that people come back and they come again and they reserve the tables, and it just works. So we're happy to.
Wow. Okay, so you mentioned fast ROI, and can you explain?
Yeah. So what we did, we took regular tables, and then we took our surface tables, and we measured what is the average pay, what is the average bill per customer, and the average bill per customer increased by 18% just by a customer using this table surface. So if a customer spends more, the restaurant owner earns more profit, and then between 5 to 6 months, he can return the cost of the table surface.
Oh, okay. So it's and does it help the process go fast, serving process?
Yeah. What we did, we actually were able to do everything in the restaurant without having to integrate to the point of sales. So that means when you use the MultiDine technology, you just get it by mail. You, of course, our people are going to help you do everything, but it's a lot easier to integrate. You don't have to spend days on integrating to the point of sale. You just hook it up to the electricity and it works because it downloads all the menu and all the details from the cloud. And so what we did, we have the orders sent directly to the waiters and directly to the manager, so they don't have to come and write down the order because it's digital, right? When it's digital, it's a lot easier.
How did you come up with the idea?
That was a long time ago. It was like 8 years ago, or something like that. I worked in a lot of restaurants and different types of fields because I wanted to see how we can solve this problem where, you have restaurants really struggling to survive. And after being like a waiter and a manager and a sommelier, and I was even a chef inside the kitchen, a cook, for a period of time. And I try to understand how the business works and where we can really make this happen. So the idea came a long time ago because I was also working in a restaurant, and I also had a bachelor's degree in information systems engineering. So it just came up to me that if people can do everything like throughout the whole period where they get service and try to fit this to really where the technology is going, where also a couple of years ago you saw that LCDs and LED TVs, like their prices dropped. So when that happened, I realized that was the solution, and now we can really make this happen in the mass market. And eventually, Microsoft Surface also came out with that. It was pretty funny because when they came out with the Surface 2, I already had my design, but I'm not Microsoft, so I can't market it as fast.
Okay.
So like we took different concepts that were available, and we manufactured something that is directly for the restaurant industry. It's durable to heat and water, and you can really bang on it and nothing happens. And we saw that working for 5 months in our first beta site. So.
Wow. Can you tell me about the business model? You mentioned about the advertisement.
The first thing is you get the tables for cost price, and then the only thing you pay is the $39 service fee, licensing fee, for every month you use it. And
the restaurants, right?
Yeah, the restaurants. And what we're going to build most of our business model on is not really the hardware or really the software, but mostly on the data, because we want this, to be as wide as possible to scale ourselves as fast as possible. So we don't want to make this hard for the restaurants to maintain. And eventually, the restaurants don't have a lot of spare cash on the side. They need to make money so they can spend money. And we want to help them make money. After they can make money, we're going to help them maintain their market share and really improve, focusing directly on the customers that fit their profile or their taste. So once we have enough, we call it regional critical mass, then we can really, help these businesses engage with their customers in a way that both of them can value, or benefit, because like us as customers, I think we would be happy to come to a restaurant where, first of all, the staff would know us and they would know what we like, and we won't get disappointed from what we receive, even if it's a different country, right?
Right.
We realized, in certain customer surveys that they did, that customers that were disappointed weren't really disappointed from the taste of the food or the quality of the food. It was actually because of the service. 85% of the people that were disappointed because of the service and not because of the food. We can handle how do you call it? When the food isn't perfect, right? But we can't handle if we don't get a smile, or if we don't get the perfect service.
Right.
So we're trying to make that happen. We're trying to make service as best as possible for the customer, and at the same time making it easier for restaurants to survive and providing value for the right customers, for their customers, so they won't lose those loyal customers, because it takes only one bad service to lose a customer.
Right. So what's your vision? MultiDine.
First of all, I think that what we want to try and do is really connect between the customers and the restaurants, to the right and targeted customers to the right restaurants, and make communication between them a lot more transparent and like direct. You know, if you try to look at how restaurants market themselves and how customers get to these restaurants, it's not because it's a perfect restaurant for them. It's just they either heard from a friend or they want to just try out something new. But if I can really help you get that optimal experience without even being there, without even having any previous history on that place, because it's all like it has to be subjective. You can't really get not like all the feedback you get is really true. But if I'm able to know you and learn your profile, then I can actually help you and help you get this optimal experience in a restaurant.
Like customized service.
Exactly, and I'm pretty sure restaurants want to be able to do that because that's how they survive. That's everything is in customer relationship and customer engagement, and we believe that this is the way to go.
Right.
We have to make this service in restaurants personal and high tech. You can't keep on going how it was because everything is evolving, and this will evolve as well. We just have to think of the right way to do it, and we believe that with MultiDine we're doing it the right way.
Wow. So, can you tell me about the funding stage for now?
Of course. Everything up till now was mainly bootstrapped. We are two co-founders that are working about this on MultiDine for a couple of years now, around 2.5 years. We did everything by ourselves on the hardware and the software and integration with the cloud, and then we met this great investor / partner named Andre Shirben from SYD Ventures. We met him really online, and there was an instant click. And he decided to invest a small amount of money, we can call it micro seed money. And thanks to him, we were able to even go to TechCrunch and receive this great feedback that we received. And we were able to, raise a little bit more money from ourselves and try to really relocate ourselves to Manhattan, to New York, and try to really scale ourselves over there and raise our big round A capital. We've been able to really do everything up till round A by ourselves. So.
Where's your next market?
We're definitely looking at Asia.
Okay.
Definitely looking at Asia. Weren't sure still if it would be South Korea or Singapore or Hong Kong or Tokyo, but we know that in order to do this, we're going to need some partners, local partners, because what we're trying to do, because it's a restaurant, it's different culture, we're trying to always, let's say for now, we're trying to really understand, food may be like a way to communicate without even knowing the language, but the way you receive the service and the way that you're used to, your experience with restaurants is a bit different from different cultures, and we're trying to fit, MultiDine to the Asian market, and that's what we're going to try and do. So, if there is a listener that is interested in doing this together with us, then we would be happy to.
Wow. What would be the last word you'd like to say?
I would be something in Korean, but if I had something, it would be easier for me. But I want to say that you guys are wonderful, and you're very entrepreneurship in your spirit, and you can see it in products that Korea has been able to put out to the market. I actually use a Korean product, which is Samsung. I work with them with my technology, and so I want to thank you for really giving me the opportunity to get to Korean listeners or the audience and hear what they think about MultiDine, and hopefully that together we can actually make this happen in Korea as well.
Thank you so much. So we'll see you next time. Bye bye.
Bye bye.